Hi there. So you see, when people think about remote jobs, they usually picture tech wizards tapping away on their keyboards, coding and creating apps and all of that tech stuff. But the sweet thing is that remote jobs does not deal with just tech jobs alone. There are also non-tech roles in remote jobs. How would you know? You wouldn't know if you don't research. So there are a lot of sweet non-tech jobs out there in the remote world. That is what I'm going to be talking to you about today. So there are a lot of remote jobs in several fields out there, like in the marketing, in the education field, in the finance field, in law, in medicine. There's this non-tech job that is known as medical scribe, and there's also roles in administrative fields. You see, it's not just about tech coding. You don't need to learn any coding for some of these roles that I just mentioned. I had a friend that works in one of these corporate industries, so I'm always at home doing my own job. My friend was like, felt like, okay, that I probably don't know what I was doing, but when my friend started seeing the cash inflow, he became interested in what I do. So I had to carry my friend along, and I opened my friend's eye to the fact that he does not need to code, because he used to think that that remote job needed a lot of coding, a whole lot of coding and all of that stuff. So I had to carry him along and open his eyes to the fact that he does not need to code. It's not always about tech. I don't know anything about coding, but I'm working remotely. You see? So it's not just about tech. You can be in finance, you can be in communication, you can be in accounting, you can be in education, any field at all, and you will excel in the remote world. So first things first, what you need to do is to research. Yes, you've got to make researches. You see, a lot of people do not have the necessary information that they need because they do not research. Not because these informations are not easy for them to come across. Everything is quite easy now. I mean, the world is globalized and digitalized. You open TikTok, you open your social media apps, you see a lot of people talking about these things, just like I'm doing right now, about virtual assistants, remote work and all of that. But some of us are too lazy to make researches. So have you tried researching on some job boards for different types of non-tech roles out there? Because personally, I know some lawyers that are offering their legal advice on Upwork. They offer legal advice on Upwork and all of that law stuff. And they coders? No, absolutely no. Myself, I studied mass communication, but am I a coder? No, I don't code. I offer administrative services, executive services, content empowerment, and all of that stuff that does not need to deal with tech and coding. So you've got to make researches on the different job boards out there to see the jobs that are relevant to your field or to your niche. Don't just use your smartphone for aggressive, and don't just press away. Don't waste your data all the time. You should make necessary researches for your own good. Finding a remote job in non-tech roles is absolutely possible with the right approach. One of these approaches is for you to make researches, because whether you are in finance, education, accounting, law, communications, etc., there is something out there for you in the remote world. You do not need to be a tech expert. You just need to have the right approach. And one of such approaches is for you to make necessary researches. Make a lot of researches, then find the job boards that are suitable to you. Personally, I like to explore several job boards. I am on Upwork, LinkedIn, Indeed, and all of that. So you find the job boards that works for you and that suits your particular need. Notwithstanding that I am in all of these job boards, I preferably love Upwork for some personal reasons best known to me. So aside from making researches, you also build the right skills. Yes, you might be in accounting, finance already, but you also need to build certain skills, such as soft skills, to carry you along in working in your non-tech role remotely. And you also need to connect with the right people. Yes, connection and networking is absolutely really important if you are looking at working in a non-tech remote role. Even if you're a tech expert, yeah, you still need connection and a whole lot of networking. And how do you connect with other people? First off, brush up your LinkedIn account. If you do not have a LinkedIn account, hurry up and open one. Then you connect with people that are relevant to what you do. People that you make connections with people that you can benefit from, and people that can benefit from you also. So make the appropriate targeted make appropriate and targeted networking connections also. Why you do not need coding skills or to be a tech expert in order for you to work remotely. There are some essential skills that you need. There are hard skills and there are soft skills. Some of these soft skills that you need are communication skill. Communication is inevitable if you want to work remotely. Communication is very, very important, especially your written communication. Oral communication is also important as the written communication. But first of all, when you're sending across your application, you have to be able to express yourself well in your writing then before you begin to practice for your interview. So you've got to develop communication skills, computer literacy skill, and time management skills. Talking about computer literacy skill, you cannot work remotely if you do not know how to operate the basic things in computer. So you need knowledge of computer, even if it's a basic knowledge, but I prefer adequate knowledge of computer because it will help you in carrying out your job effectively and really well. Then talking about time management, you've got to learn how to prioritize your tasks. There are several softwares out there to help you with time prioritization and time management. You can utilize some of those softwares to prioritize your time as a remote worker, as a tech or non-tech remote worker. So don't let the myth that remote jobs is for tech experts, coding experts, don't let it to discourage you from diving into the remote world. Honestly, in this century, it seems that a lot of people are tending to move away from in-office job into the remote world. So if you want to give it a try, don't let that myth hold you back. You should start researching now. You should start getting involved in the remote world because I feel that the future is going to be absolutely remote soon. That's my feelings, but I may be right or I may be wrong. So if you find this video helpful, if you find it educative and entertaining, you already know what I want you to do for me. I want you to hit the thumbs up in this video, make a comment in the video, and also share it with your friends and acquaintances who might benefit from it. Up until next time, happy assisting. Bye.